Surprise! Welcome to Draw With Me Kids Edition.
Teddy Bear Week.
Teddy Bear Week! Yesterday was National Teddy Bear Day, celebrating all things stuffies and teddy bears. And you'll find out a little bit more about that later. Today we're going to see if you've got your own best stuffy friend or teddy bear. You can go ahead and get them to help you draw if you want, because we've got our guys. Little Miss Bamboo Leaf.
And Hershey.
Who are actually both of our own little dudes. This is Sophia's friend, and Hershey was my buddy when I was younger. And Miss Sophia now looks after. So, you want to join us in drawing bears? I know we've already drawn bears before, but we're going to do the teddy bear version. Get your pens, pencils, papers, and erasers ready, and let's go. This one is from one of our regular artists, and we did backpacks and school supplies last week, including apples and pencils and pens. So what I love is that this artist took all those things and made a different sort of story, one that in a world that she absolutely loves to follow herself. So we've got the apples from, is it the Tree of Feeling in Dreamtale? And we've got dragon horns, because that was a question we got last week about how to draw dragon horns. We've got one that's broken. So this one's got a really cool tale, this cool story behind it to tell. And this particular character's got their very own backpack on. So I thought that was a really cool and creative way to do the adventure of school and make it your very own thing. We've got Miss Rainbows, who, as if you are at all into the world of Minecraft and YouTube fans, might recognize Good Times with Scar.
Yeah, Good Times with Scar.
Good Times with Scar is one of her favorite YouTube or newer YouTube finds. And Scar, in his realm's world, was going around trying to get votes for being mayor, and he had these little posters he put up. So he's got a backpack full of posters. He's giving the squirrel an apple treat.
It's a cat.
Oh, the cat. I'm so sorry.
He's
This
giving
is Jelly.
Jelly.
This is Scar's cat, Jelly, getting an apple, of course. And Scar is on the back of a dragon. Because we drew the dragon horns. So these are the two pictures Sophia made with getting ourselves doing this cool back to school edition we did. And this is mine I did live, which I did a dragon backpack. And I did school supplies with my favorite colors and some apples. And different ways you can make the different shine and whatnot on apples. Sorry, I'm having a sip of water. So, thank you guys for participating last week. Let's get on to doing this week. There's Miss Rainbows. Hide your trivia! We do have trivia this week. We do have some teddy bear trivia. And you know what's really interesting about this is that when I was 12 or 13, I did a speech on teddy bears. I know a lot about teddy bears. But we did, Miss Rainbows did her own research and she came up with her own questions, and they are wonderful. So, welcome everybody to Teddy Bear Edition. Today, I'm going to draw my teddy bear. Miss Hershey is having a little seat on the floor right at the moment where I can see her. And Miss Rainbows is going to draw her buddy, Bamboo Leaf. So if you have a favorite character, like Mario, or somebody from Undertale, or somebody from your own imagination, and you want to turn them into a stuffy creature like a teddy bear or whatnot, I'll show you some of the basic things that we look for when we're doing that. So I'm going to start off.
I'm going to do Bamboo Leaf.
Okay.
On camera, then I'm going to do another bear off camera.
You do the bear off camera? Okay. And one of my favorite pictures ever is of a teddy bear that is defending his or her child friend in at night while the child is sleeping on the bed. There's this big nightmare dragon or something in the background, and I can't for the life of me figure out who the artist is for it. But they did an amazing job of sort of having the teddy bear standing up with a sword and a shield protecting their child, and I thought that's always stuck with me. I love those kind of images. So I'm not going to do one of those today because I'm going to show you how to make a character into a stuffy or a teddy bear in this case. So I'm going to draw Hershey, and Hershey is a big blob of a bear. She is super cuddles, and she is, and she's old. She is 30-some years old. But her basic shapes are a really big poofy head. So I start off with a circle, or an oval I should say. So if you're drawing your own teddy bear or your own stuffy, look for the big shapes that are in them. Her body is this sort of big, almost not rectangular, but square shape that's rounded. Everything's round with Hershey because she's so soft and so cuddly. Even if it's sort of more of a square shape, she's got the round edges to it. No corners. She's got a big muzzle. So it's not really where I would like that one. She's got a big muzzle, which is sort of the part where the nose rests and the mouth fits in. She's got an oval black nose like that. And she has these really amazing eyes. Oops, I didn't make that big. So this is my oval version of the teddy bear here. And her eyes are big brown eyes right there. The thing with her eyes is that they're kind of hidden by the fact that she's got a lot of fur. And I'll show you how to make some of those characters into some stuffy characters too. Hopefully you guys can see us and hear us if you're watching, because right now, as usual, we're having some problems with the video going through on the Facebook page. And that's okay. I'll do two little ovals for the ears, like little potatoes on top. And because they fold over a little bit, I like to do a little half or quarter circle right there to give that impression of the fold. Oh, I think I did Hershey's nose the wrong way, you know that? I'm just taking a look at her. Her nose is actually like this. But that's okay. We're drawing teddy bears here. She can be whichever way we want her to be. And she has her legs, which we're going to make an overlap. And they're a little bit trapezoid with round edges for her. And on the edge, she's got a circle.
I just realized that bamboo leaf doesn't have a tail.
Awesome, cool. Bamboo leaf doesn't have a tail. No, she doesn't. I didn't make her a tail. I made bamboo leaf. You guys probably knew that already. Yay, thanks. I'm so glad, because it's always one of those things when you get this big black screen and you're like, is there anything going out into the world? Oh, we should also let everybody know, and we'll do it again on our outro, but this is going to be our last one for September, our last one for 1 o'clock Eastern time, because Miss Rainbows is going to go back to school next week. And it just so happens her first day back is on Wednesday the 16th. So it kind of messes up our schedule a little bit, but we're going to try and do it on the 16th. Just shift the time to 4 o'clock. So just before dinner is being made, we'll do a quick 30-minute session.
You know what I say? I want school to be postponed for one more day, okay?
You want it on Thursday, right? So we could do it again right now, this time. I know. That's okay. And Hershey has big, cuddly arms here like that. So I kind of make it to the line and sometimes over top of the line. Now I know there's at least one person on here who would probably remember Hershey, because Hershey came with me on all my school trips. That's how old Hershey is. I believe the phrase was "cover Teddy's ears" because we didn't want Teddy to hear lots of things. So this is sort of my, it's not really a very proportional, because I wasn't looking at her, version of Hershey, and I gave her her bow tie. And everything about her is super cuddly and super loose, and I sometimes like to add little stitches to show you where the toy is put together, if there's any little seams that the teddy bear might have. So that'd be one way to sort of show that they're a teddy. So, and then you can do other things for your teddy bear, like if your teddy bear is particular. I'm having a laughter, inside joke laughter there. Poor Hershey got to know a lot of friends on some of my school trips. And funny moments. Good memories for me too. Well, I think I might even have been in high school. And, you know, who still has their stuffy at high school? Well, I did. Who still has their stuffy now and they're adults and moms? I do. Although she's now living with Ms. Rainbows. Keeping her. So, if you have a favorite character that you want to do as a plushie, because I love, let me tell you, one of my things that I used to do when I was first starting illustrating for people, their requests. Let me make her pause just a little bit smaller. As I would do stuffed animal versions or doll versions of themselves or their favorite characters. Or in terms of anime and art world, a chibi version, sort of.
Chibi. The chibi version.
I'll leave it to Miss Sophia's better pronunciation. So there is Miss Hershey Bear, my charity bear. She's a charity bear from the Hudson Bay Company in nurturing. Yeah, before we had the year 2000, so she's old. So if you want to take a character like, let me think about a character. Maybe you guys have a character. A creeper. Let's do a creeper.
Yes.
Creeper stuffy.
Yes.
Make it turn into a teddy bear creeper. Well, a stuffy creeper. You would want to do everything. So creepers are very square, right? So you'd want to take all your square edges and make them just a little bit round. Just a little bit. And creepers have their eyes like this, right?
They're square boxes.
Oh, not rectangles?
When they're square boxes, then you make a mini line. Yeah. Do that, then put a little mini line up the top bit towards the eyes.
Like this?
Yeah. That's your creeper face.
I'll learn one of these days, guys, about creeper faces. It's not like they don't sneak up on me, and that's part of the problem. They sneak up on me. I don't see them coming.
Here's like on creeper head, no creeper face.
So you'd want to do something really. You can do all your basic shapes, like here's the rectangle body that you have, except now go back and just sort of make it like curved edges, curved circles.
Here's your creeper face for you.
Oh, see, there's creeper face. I just got schooled. There's a creeper face. Well, I'm gonna go with the little creeper face, and then their little feetsies would be kind of rounded edges, and it makes them all look soft and very non-threatening. even though I'll go kaboom. And then you could sort of add like, oh, well, maybe we stitch it down the front. And then you sort of have your stuffy creep thing. You kind of want to make everything strangely weird proportions. And as Miss Rainbows is demonstrating with Bamboo Leaf and Hershey, when they showed you them at the beginning, Hershey is huge and like super round, but Bamboo Leaf is very tall for a stuffy. I mean, she's short because she's small, but I mean, proportion-wise, she's got her circle head. She's got a bean-shaped body.
A kidney bean.
Almost pear or kidney bean. And little booty feet. So I'd sort of almost draw, oh my gosh, that was weird. That was a weird shape right there. Oh, I'm having too much fun with it though. She would have a circle here. Uh-oh, did I lose? There we go. And then a little rectangle with a half circle. That would be how I do her leg. I sort of did it shortcut on that side. And then she has little arms that just go like that. And if you can sort of see, that is Bamboo Leaf with her circle eyes and her little nose. But the thing about her is that she's, she got her band on the top or on the bottom? I can't remember.
It's on the black is on the top.
So I put her band here.
I think pandas usually have that, so it looks like it connects with their arms.
Yeah, well, I think that might be why I ended up doing it that way. So one of the things about Bamboo Leaf and she just has this tiny little mouth that you can't really see it, and a tiny muzzle. So one of the things about her is that she's very floppy. So everything is sort of very relaxed and floppy. That was a really quick Bamboo Leaf. I didn't actually take you step by step on what I did with Bamboo Leaf. So there's Hershey, and there's Bamboo Leaf. One of the ways, and Sophia, Miss Rainbows here, is drawing a really fun picture. Is Bamboo Leaf and you jumping on the bed?
No, I'm sleeping.
Oh, you're sleeping, and Bamboo Leaf is jumping up.
And she's
Having a
protecting.
party and protecting her.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
do you
just
like
drawing-
the story?
She's throwing the snowball at the nightmare.
So, kind of like, if you've ever seen one of these guys, Funko Pops. I collect these guys. I love them. This is Sailor Mars. And she's got a really big head, a really tiny body. In her case, almost tinier than most Funko Pop dolls. That's kind of what you want to think about when you're drawing a stuffy version of, or a chibi version of
Chibi.
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 Chi-bi.
GB, and I've been saying it wrong for years. That's fine. You want to do one of these smaller versions, or cute versions, or teddy bear versions of things. That's sort of what you want to look for. Is a bigger head sometimes, sort of different proportions. So one more teddy bear that I'm going to draw with you guys is a different shaped teddy bear. Let's put these guys all back up here. Put Bamboo Leaf over here. Bamboo Leaf, who's super tiny. We'll put Creeper over here. I'm a big old gal. Let's make it a little smaller. Okay, here. So,
And your picture kind of looks like Bamboo Leaf stepping on Hershey's ear.
entirely possible, because I know that when we play with those two, that tends to be the dynamic. It's that Bamboo Leaf likes to roll all over Hershey. Oh, I forgot one thing for Bamboo Leaf. This Snowball. She likes to have Snowball around.
She calls her Snowball No-Ball
No ball.
because she's so tiny and she's so young that she can't pronounce sn. So she says no
we
ball.
we have backstories and histories and everything for our stuffies. It's kind of cool. So another thing that you can do for a teddy bear shape, and I think they were really popular back in the 90s. Don't know if they've made come back or not at all, but is you can just use one big shape for body and head. And this used to be the shape of a gund bear, particular gund bear.
What?
Gund bear. It was a brand of teddies. It would have a tiny little muzzle, so a little circle muzzle, 2 little dot eyes, triangle nose, and everything was really tiny. Half circle for the ears, and it looked like this big rock of a teddy bear, but also very cute. Tiny little arms, just like that. And these legs that sort of sat out like this. So it's sort of like the bear is sitting. So what I do is sort of make a round half circle, straight down, round half circle. And that gives this impression of the foot. I'm going to do that on this side. Make it disappear behind that line and keep it there. I just do a little line here, like that. And this is kind of how this bear looked. You can see this little half circle tail. And they came in all kinds of colors. It might actually, if I remember correctly, I've got the nose slightly wrong. It's sort of slightly pointed up more like this. I'm just going to go with this. So there's so many different ways, depending on what kind of personality you want from your teddy bear or your stuffed animal version of your characters, that you can make them feel plushy. Like you want to make them feel like you want to hug them and they're soft and cuddly.
Speaking of teddy bears.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready for some trivia?
Yes, and yesterday I was looking at one of my favorite Minecraft server stores.
Yeah.
And I saw a costume that I really wanted. That was a pink teddy bear with a heart on his tummy.
Care Bear. That's what makes me think of when you say a pink bear with a heart in its tummy.
Yeah.
I used to collect Care Bears. Well, I didn't collect them. I wanted to collect them, but I didn't get my very first Care Bear until a friend of mine was doing her cleaning out her parents' house, her stuff, and did garage sale, and so she and her sister got rid of her Care Bears, and so another friend of mine and I ended up buying them. I got Share Bear, and she got Friendship Bear. And then when Sophia was really small, we got Wish Bear.
Wish Bear.
We were playing with them outside, and our neighbor saw that we had 2 Care Bears out. She goes, "Oh, does she like those? I've got one gathering dust for the last 20 years." So she went in and got us another Care Bear. So, can you reach one there? Is there a Care Bear over there? We can show people in case people are like, "What's a Care Bear?" Because I'm ancient and old, and maybe the parents know what they are, but you know what they are, don't you, Sophie? Because you, aside from the fact that I've exposed you to them. That's Share Bear. Another style of bear.
This is Share Bear.
Share Bear. Yeah. Okay. So let's start some trivia. Do you want me to do the trivia? Because I'm pretty much done my sketch part here. I'll work on a sketch too, but I can do trivia, and I'm gonna do.
I'm okay with doing trivia.
All right.
And I think Share Bear's gonna sit here with Bamboo Leaf too.
Oh my gosh, we're having a load of friends, and
flipping the page a lot.
There you go.
Teddy bear trivia. It is soft like a soft bear.
All right.
Who had the first ever teddy bear?
Who had the first ever teddy bear?
A. President Theodore Roosevelt. B. Me. Or C. Richard Steve.
Richard Steve?
I don't know if I said that right.
Richard Steve. President Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt. Or Sophia. I mean Theodore Roosevelt.
You just gave away the answer.
Not Franklin. Theodore. Who had the very first teddy bear? A. President Theodore Roosevelt. B. Sophia. Which I'm sure moms and dads go, oh, well, I had one. Or C. Richard Steve. I think you just look at my collection behind there and realize that
You didn't see that.
she's showing off the office. Okay, so I'm going to do a scene here with the teddy bear. Ah, we have an A and we have a B. Michael says B. I think Michael is trying to make you laugh. Maybe. Do you think she got one before you, Michael? She is older than you are. This is hard for me to try and do a sketch with. All right.
You ready for the answer, everybody?
Yeah, I'm ready for the answer. I know this one because I did my speech on it, so I know this one. I almost gave it away.
The answer is A. President Theodore Roosevelt.
President Theodore Teddy Roosevelt was given the first teddy bear in, I won't say when, because I think that's the next trivia question.
That's the last trivia question.
It's another trivia question.
I'll tell you that all of these answers have something to do with teddy bears. That if I say them, it won't ruin any more trivia questions. Obviously now you know that President Theodore Roosevelt was the first person to get a teddy bear. To me, that just goes to show that it's okay for everyone to have a teddy bear.
Agreed.
I'm the one saying the trivia. And Richard Steve was one that came up with the idea to create a teddy bear.
That's right. And do you know where he's from?
Crickets.
Crickets, you don't know where he's from? There is a long-standing, and I'll tell you in the next one when we talk about time, long-standing feud between a toy company in Germany and American historians saying when the teddy bear, or how the teddy bear was invented. It's true. So there you go, Germany. That's cool. What's your next question? I'm going to do teddy bear conference. We're having a
What's the name of the teddy bear my mom is cuddling and drawing?
I'm cuddling you right now.
Sammy. B. Hershey. Or C. Polly.
I'll cuddle her right now. This is going to be a teddy bear. On toy laptop. I don't know why. I'm doing a teddy bear with a toy laptop. What do you think?
Any comment?
The Toys That Made Us on Netflix, I have watched a few episodes. We watched the episode about Star Trek figurines, which was quite funny. We were talking about Star Trek figurines because we're geeky like that.
You have a Hershey.
Hershey. Funny story about one of the names there. So, as you know, I like to talk about always having your shapes. And when I'm drawing a picture, like I'm drawing right now, I'm trying to draw it as finished as I possibly can without erasing too much. So I'm always thinking about shapes. And where those shapes might end when I put the next one on. So that's one way that I save some eraser time. I think this might have to change so that we have that little, overlap. This is my online schooling, Teddy.
Aww.
This is what I think Bamboo Leaf and some of your bears are going to do while they're waiting for you to come home. They're going to practice their online schooling. So yes, Michael and his mom are right. It's Hershey.
Ding. Right.
Hershey. And Sammy is actually kind of funny. Is my name for my art, and my name that I got from some good friends in high school, and it's stuck. Sam. Sam I am. Sam I N. And that's the origin of the name Sam I N Art.
When were teddy bears created? A.
Aha.
1877. B. 1902. C. 1974. Or D. 2006.
So do you know your history? And you know when Theodore Roosevelt was president. That should give you an idea of what the correct answer is. I'm giving this teddy a big bow in the back. And that didn't work out the way I wanted. There we go. Inevitably, when I think of teddy bears and... Can you repeat the question? When were teddy bears first introduced? What were the answers?
When were teddy bears created?
When were they created? Oh,
A.
This is controversial.
1887.
1887.
B. 1902.
1902.
C. 1974.
1974.
D. 2006.
2006. And I'm sure for some of you, all of those feel like a very long way away. When I think of teddy bears, I think of kids' rooms and very young kids' rooms. So I'm adding sort of like blocks. In perspective of blocks in the room. A. 18. What was it?
A. 1887.
1887. So this teddy is all set for online school. Or maybe this teddy over here, I'm going to draw. So we have an 18. 7. Is that one? Any other guesses? Oops, I think this one's going to have a different nose. I'm going to make this a different nose on this tin. Similar muzzle, not too big, but just a little different. I'm going to do different eyes on this teddy, a little bit different. I might actually have Google eyes on him. The answer is, and it's a controversial one, 1902.
1902. Oh my, teddy bears have been around for a long time. Thanks for telling the teddy bear trivia with me today.
And actually, the reason that we're using 1902 is because that was the year that President Roosevelt got teddy bear. And it was actually at one of his fundraising dinners or whatnot that they had put as a centerpiece a fairly new conceived idea from a German toy company. I believe it was a German toy company, or not, well, they weren't. Of these stuffed bears. And they put them in the middle of the tables as a centerpiece. And apparently the president thought they were just the most amazing thing ever. And so they became known as Teddy's Bears. And that's how they got their names. But they were around before 1902. It's just no one knows exactly how long they've been around. But the name teddy bear didn't exist until that particular encounter with the president. I was going to put his cheek appearing on the other side. That's not actually going to work. Spatially, that's not going to work. This dude here has got a tiny wee mouth. And I think that's a question. There's a little paw up in the air. Excuse me, I've got a question. And maybe it would make more sense if he's got this looking at the other guy. Maybe this guy's the online teacher bear. I don't know. And this is pretty much how I go about trying to create a story or create a picture for a storybook. I'll sometimes have an image of what I'm supposed to do. If I'm working with an author. An author might have two teddy bears who are in discussion about, just going to move them over a bit, in discussion about something. And I'd have to come up with my own brain or story or way of describing that for people, or for the author. Like, is the text got bears? Has the text got the bears fighting about something? Are they friends? Those are questions I'd have to look up as I'm reading and get the sort of context of that. Because as an illustrator for children's books, one of the things I've got to do, and it would be the same for if you're an illustrator for a comic or if you're an illustrator for an editorial cartoon, you want to know what the context is that you're doing the picture for. And you want to be able to tell the story. So you sort of have to look everywhere. Your own experience, your own imagination, what your author or your client is telling you. And you guys as kids, learning and doing your own artwork, can sort of have extra time to make up your own story and practice doing that for yourselves. Make your own stories. Tell your own tales. I know all of you out there have an immense imagination and ability to do that. So embrace it in whatever you do, whether you're practicing your music or you're playing Minecraft or learning how to count or whatever, doing your own comic books. Oh my gosh, you guys have so many talents and so many cool ideas that we've seen through Draw With the Kids. Some guy's like, excuse me. Now we hope that you continue doing all this fun creative stuff in everything that you do in some way or another. Bring it out. This little guy, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna be like Pooh Bear with a t-shirt. I always wonder, why does Pooh Bear have a t-shirt? Why not? It sort of became this iconic thing for Winnie the Pooh to have this t-shirt. So when you're putting clothes on your character, think about how big those clothes are, how tight they're going to fit, and always remember, give them a little overlap or a little looser. So think about how much space somebody has to move in them. Think about your own clothes. Like when I have this shirt, I can lift my hand up and it doesn't move. It's all bunched up. Or just a little looser. It might hang like that when I raise my arm. This Teddy's t-shirt's a little pulled out. They're all over the place. I think I need to move this Teddy's shoulder up a bit. It's looking weird proportion-wise. There we go. I know they're all kind of weird anatomy on teddy bears too. So I imagine this is a teacher bear, or they're playing school while somebody's away. And this is sort of them in the room. And this bear is standing up, doing their own thing. How's yours going, Miss Rainbows? Wow! You're doing a whole scene. It's like your bedroom. And what is coming in? What is Bamboo Leaf doing her best to protect you from?
Like a creature that's like everything that I'm scared of mashed in one creature.
What? What kind of creature do we have here? Like snaky, kind of?
It's a dog snake with bug wings. And in Minecraft, I'm scared of going underwater,
Oh
even in
gosh.
creative mode.
Yep.
So I have a drowned trident on his head.
That is a pretty big mashup of scary things. In fact, I kind of find that scary. A dog-headed snake with insect wings? Ooh. Bamboo Leaf has got her work cut out for her. How is she protecting you? Is she throwing snowball at it?
She's throwing tiny snowballs at it.
Oh. Maybe snowball's got some magical properties we don't know about. Like creating small little snowballs that you can throw everywhere. I love concepts like Toy Story. I'm going to make this barefoot overlap here, so it's in the front instead of the other way around. Where the toys are sort of off doing their own thing. I love creating characters that are cute little cuddly versions of things. Sometimes I like doing scary versions of normal things. This is where I probably would spend some time coloring. So this is the time of our broadcast where I ask if there's anything you guys wanted to learn how to draw or add for your pictures this week. And sometimes we get requests and sometimes we don't. And that's okay. I think this teddy is slowly taking over this chair. This chair is changing shape to accommodate the teddy. Here you go, Teddy. I mean, it's easy for me right now as I'm drawing digitally. I can change things up as I go, but this is exactly how I do things for my sketchbook. It's true. Splatoon! Guess what? Guess what, guess what, guess what? Is this my right book? We're going to be doing, next week, we're going to be doing all things Nintendo. Well, not all things Nintendo, because that's an awful lot of things. But we're going to do Mario, Super Mario Brothers, and we're going to
Tetris.
Okay, you can add Tetris.
Yes.
You can put some Tetris on. And we'll add some Splatoon characters, because Splatoon characters are very much a new Nintendo property. We've already done Pokemon, but we can add a few Pokemon to that next week. But we are going to do, I have it scheduled for, we're going to do the whole character next week of Splatoon. So if you can wait, I can sort of show you some of the shapes like you want to remember. Your triangle, so you can have your squid stuff.
It's usually rounded on the point at the top.
Yeah, so we'll have all that. We're going to do Splatoon characters. And Mario.
And Tetris.
Mario, Luigi, Princess.
Tetris!
You could certainly throw Tetris in there. Sophia loves Tetris 99. You know what? I have just gotten, we just got a Switch not long ago.
For Christmas.
So we've had it for about a year now, almost. I don't think I think Splatoon is not Switch, it's Wii U. We don't have a Wii U. But I've always wanted to try Splatoon. It is a really crazy,
I think you can get Splatoon on a Nintendo Switch.
Can you?
Yeah.
Why haven't we gotten it? I guess because we're too busy with other things like Let's Go Pikachu and Tetris 99 and what else?
I just dabbed.
She had to dab for that. It's Splatoon 2. Okay, I'll have to try Splatoon 2. We got into a game, I don't know what it's called, but it involves sort of very similar. I think it's from the makers of Splatoon, where you have to Ninjala?
Yeah, Ninjala.
Ninja fight people. It was alright. I wanted to play Splatoon afterwards, though. That's what I wanted to play. Something about painting an entire place a certain color just really excites me.
I bet you'd be on Purple Team.
I would probably never get on Purple Team, but I'd want to be.
It would be purple.
So I'm going to try and put a few things in the background here, but what I'm going to do that is make my brush smaller. So I've got really thick lines for everything that's in the front. And then if I have like posters in the background, I'm going to do some thin lines in the background of posters. Yes, we will do Splatoon characters, so think about what you would want your own customized Splatoon character to be wearing. You know, glasses and low baggy shirt or tight shirt and wings or something. What you would do to personalize your Splatoon character. And how to do something in a Nintendo-esque thing. World. So there is my quick teddy bear. Many teddy bears, because I've got the little scene I made, and then I've got all these dudes.
I find
like
the little.
fact that you can be.
I like that little dude. I like him.
Oh, my little
Gumber.
gum bear. Ooh, I like that. It just looks like he's just.
It looks cute.
I can't move. I don't need to move. I'm a teddy bear. Hug me. And Miss Rainbows, let's take a look at yours quickly too.
There you go. This is the one
That's
that's
a good
completed.
Oh wow! Here, show everybody up close. Oops.
That's not it.
I showed mine up close. There we go. Miss
This is mine.
Rainbows.
Where it's my feared creature. I'm sleeping on the bed. I believe sitting up on my knees. Because yes, I sleep with my knees up half
She
the
does
time.
actually. I'll go in there. I'll be like, "What is going on?"
Why is there another person in his bed? Oh, wait, no, that's her knees.
Are you sitting up? No, that's her knees. And I see you have your teddy bear lamp, which was my teddy bear lamp, and
Yeah.
then you have your V lamp on the ceiling. This is really awesome.
And then I made is fired a trident, and then Beverly fit it back with the snowball, so it's in the floor now.
Oh, cool.
And this is the one that I'm not done yet, but it's Susme, who's the girl with her Toya teddy bear.
Oh, cool. So you're going to work on that one, and we'll show you guys what it looks like. Thank you guys for joining us this week, and this is our last one at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We will come back next week at about 4 p.m. I will have a notice up on my Facebook page, and I will have the time and get reminder date. We will always have them up on YouTube afterwards within 24 hours, and we are going to continue with the Nintendo theme next week of
Pencil
Mario
mustache.
and Splatoon characters.
Never forget Tetris.
And Tetris, because Ms. Rainbow wants Tetris. So we're going to do that as an after-school special bit, and we'll try that again for a few weeks in a row, and then we'll see how things are working. And sound good? Apparently it sounds good. We're dancing. So thanks for joining us, and I can't wait to see what your teddy bear. I'm gonna get dabbed. Dabbing. I'm getting dabbed in the face. Can't wait to see what your teddy bear or your stuffy version of characters, your creations from today, even if they aren't even teddy bears or stuffies, you just did your own thing. We love to see it. So, stay safe and stay creative. We'll see you guys next week at a new time. And until then, bye.
Cute face.
Cute face.